First claim is, my trauma is as bad as yours. Who is this diva?
Name's Earl.
But have you ever passed a kidney stone, which is more painful than giving birth to, and then your boyfriend of 3 years dumps you, all in the 4-month period?
One of our trucks hit a mine outside Da Nang. 1 minute, Petey was cracking jokes, and the next, half of him was hanging off a tree. You ever hear a man scream with no lungs?
This veteran, this modern day hero has experienced more trauma, more pain, more agony than any human being like you and me. And this woman has the nerve to talk about how her boyfriend dumped her of 3 years and that caused more trauma, more pain. This man just talked about how him and his friend, his colleague, were cracking jokes one moment, and then the next moment he was torn to shreds. He said, you ever heard a man scream with no lungs? That's a nightmare, shorty. You can't even fathom that type of reality. And you have the nerve to sit right here in front of this man and complain about a kidney stone? I bet you this man wish he would have experienced a kidney stone over him losing his friend. And I'm sure there's much more things deep rooted inside that he has yet to reveal, and he probably will never reveal because it's so traumatic.
Irene, stop.
I've never understood the idea of complaining about something you asked for. But women like this don't actually want equality. That's why they constantly complain the moment they get it. They don't want to be treated like men. They want the advantages of being a woman without any of the trade-offs. What they really love is preferential treatment. And the second that disappears, they suddenly have a problem.
Right thing, and when he comes through, he's walking, taking out everyone in their Christmas
Nothing better to do to take the fun away from everything. Oh, that's it.
I don't hear the men whining about OnlyFans models getting paid more than them. I don't hear the men whining about models getting paid more than them. Kendall Jenner is the highest paid supermodel. Where are the male supermodels?
Average
But whenever men dominate in an industry, women will just complain.
A man really just got on this app and said we don't call women losers enough. And I couldn't agree more. So I made a list. Coming in at number 1, we have women who make man-hating content. Just because you can't find a man that you want that wants you back and all the ones you date are bums does not make all men losers. You're the loser because you can't get what you want. The girlies that actually post are the ones that make first date content. It's in the same vein. It's all really ridiculous, and you're never going to find a man that is going to take you seriously because all of them are going to see your social media and run, as they should. Number 4, we have women who have no hobbies outside of social media. The girls that come home from work and they scroll on their phones, eat some dinner, scroll on their phones some more, and go to bed. Loser. Number 5, we have women who genuinely try to imitate or idolize female rappers. You are not a Barb. You're 30. Number 6, women who make jokes about men's mental health. I'm sorry you don't have any men in your life that you genuinely care about or that care about you. That's sad. Seek therapy. Not projecting to other people on the internet. We are not in this. You have trauma. Deal with that. Number 7, we have women with 2 or more baby daddies. I will not be elaborating on that. I think it speaks for itself. Last but not least, we have women that would choose the bear. Did y'all not see that girl get her butt whooped by that deer? That's what y'all would look like, but 10 times worse, and I feel sorry for you. Final disclaimer, I am an equal opportunist, so I can make the same list for men, but this one's for you ladies. Love you. Not really.
The other day, my friend was like complaining about how she was talking to this guy for a while, and he asked, like they were met on a dating app, and he asked if she wanted to get coffee. And I wanted to know why that was so triggering to her, because I think it's actually triggering to a lot of people when a guy you're talking to asks you to get coffee instead of like go do something else. Like, what is the meaning of coffee that is so triggering to someone? Like, I'm curious. I'm just curious to see what you guys think. I have been on both sides of it, like coffee, like what is romantic about coffee? But also, like, if you don't know the person in real life, like coffee is like, I guess, the easiest way to like no strings attached meet. But why is that so much more triggering than a drink? Like, alcohol is bad for you and maybe not so great. I don't know, but drink versus coffee is such a, I don't know. I think coffee can be.
That's because women like this don't see men as people. They see them as wallets. To them, men are just tools to make their lives easier. They even tie their self-worth to how much money they can get a man to spend on them. So when a man refuses to beat the high score of the last guy she used, it hits her ego and makes her question her own value.
Men saying it's embarrassing having a girlfriend too. What if the whole football team knows the color of her? So they've returned to classic shaming as a way to get themselves in this new age conversation.
This is textbook accountability dodging, because how do women come out with a whole conversation saying it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend for this, that, and the third reason? Men look at it, they go for it, they're like, that's interesting. You know what? That makes me think of, it's embarrassing to have a girlfriend for these list of reasons. And then their response to that is, well, why would you even say that? Do you hate women? She went on to say that, men bite off the conversation instead of creating their own. I guess, sure. But I think it's weird that you come out with a conversation talking about how embarrassing it is to have a boyfriend in modern times for a myriad of reasons. And men say, well, it's embarrassing to know that multiple men know what your girlfriend look like. You know what I mean? Like, but as soon as you say that, you're saying you hate women. And why would you even say that? That's mean. It's crazy how y'all just move the goalposts when you feel like you may possibly even have a chance that offense might pull up.
Shame isn't a bad thing. It's necessary. In a society with no shame, degeneracy becomes normal. And unfortunately, that's exactly the direction we're heading. No accountability, no responsibility, no standards. Just do whatever you want and pretend consequences don't exist.